Good morning all of you. Welcome back to a course Database Management System. So our today's topic is demonstration of aggregate functions, group by clause and having clause with the help of LiveSQL. In last lecture we discussed theoretical topic. We have seen what is the syntax to use aggregate function, what are different aggregate functions, group by clause and having clause. So today we'll demonstrate with the help of LiveSQL. So let's demonstrate it. So this is your LiveSQL platform which already you are aware about. So in this case I'm going to make use of employee table. I have already run the sample script which consists of 4 different table: employee table, department table, sal grade table and bonus table. But now I'm going to use only employee table to demonstrate all these clause. So in order to use this table, simply I can write this query: select star from employee. So it will display me the a list of rows present in the table. So this is what my output. There are total 14 rows are there which are present in the employee table. Now very first, aggregate functions. So what are different aggregate function? We discussed total 5 aggregate function. So out of this employee, I need to display what is the minimum salary given to employee. So minimum salary, just check what is the minimum salary. So I think 800 is the minimum salary that is paid to employee. So how to get it? Simply you write a query, select min in bracket sal from employee. So just select command and click on run. So it will gives me a minimum salary paid to employee. Similarly, suppose I want to find what is the maximum salary paid to employee. So I need to just replace this min function by max and just run it. So I will get 5000 as a value. 5000 is a maximum value and 800 is a minimum value. Now next, suppose I want to find what is the average salary paid to employee by all companies listed in the employee table. So simply I will make use of average aggregate function. So it is going to show me 2073. This is what a average value. Okay, so next function is sum aggregate function. So suppose I want to know what is the total salary paid to employee by all companies in a employee table. So for this I can write a simple query: select sum of sal from employee. I just select this and execute it. So it give me and this value 29025. This is what a total salary paid to employee by all the company listed in the employee table. Then suppose I want to count how many employees are there in the table employee. So for that purpose, how can I write a query? Select count in bracket employee number from employee. Now while specifying the attribute name, while using count, you need to select a attribute which is having a unique value. Generally we select primary key attribute while specifying in aggregate function for count. So simply I can write this query: select count of employee number from employee. So I will execute this query. So total 14 rows are there, we already know. Just to check, we'll execute this query: select star from employee. So here we'll check whether 14 rows are present or not. Yes, there are 14 rows. So in this way we make use of different aggregate functions to perform different tasks. Now suppose I need to display all this thing in a single line, so that is also possible. By writing a single query, I can find minimum salary, maximum salary, average salary, total salary, as well as count of number of employee. Simply I will write all this function by separated by comma and just execute it. So I got this. This is a minimum salary 800, maximum salary is 5000, average salary is 2073, total salary is 29,025, total number of employees are 14. So this thing is also possible to get all this information by using single query. Simply you need to separate all the functions by comma. Now next one is all group function ignore the null values. So I told you that all the group function will ignore the null value. Especially we'll see with respect to average function. So in this case our average salary is 2073. Okay. Now this is a average of salary, but we are talking about commission, because in commission attribute few values are null. In case of salary attribute, no values are null, so you will not understand. That's why we have changed this. So again we'll display original table, select star from employee. Okay, so here you can see in the commission attribute few values are null, and we want to demonstrate that all group function will ignore the null values. Suppose I execute this query, select average of commission from employee. Let's see what output we get. So we got 550. So this is a commission, average commission paid to all employee. But just we have seen in the employee table, few employees are getting commission and few employees are not getting commission. So in that case, how we can handle this? So for that purpose we have seen the use of null. Okay, so in order to demonstrate null, that is again thing. Suppose I want to display employee name who is getting commission, who is getting who is not getting commission. Okay, suppose I want to list the names of employee who do not get commission. Who do not get commission, that means that employee's commission attribute should be null. So can I write a query like this, commission equals to null? Let's see, just execute this. No data found. Why? Because I told you null value cannot be compared with equals to operator. For that purpose you have to make use of is null. Simply instead of using equals to, you have to use is null. That means I want to display names of employee name and the commission who do not get commission. Okay, who do not get commission. So let's check. Yes, these are the employee who do not get commission. Their commission field is blank. Okay, then I want the list of employee who got commission. That means their commission field is not null. So instead of using is null, I am going to use is not null. So I just select the query and execute it. So here you got this. There are 3 employees are there who got a commission. So this is how you can handle the null value. Then I talk about that in case of a null, if you are adding any value to null, it becomes a null. Suppose I want to display total salary. So total salary is calculated by addition of salary plus commission. Okay, so let's see whether it works or not. Select salary plus commission as total sal from employee. Here as use as a alias. Now new column name is total sal. It is temporary. In later lecture I am going to discuss about alias, but here you just understand as is nothing but a alias, and total sal is a temporary name that we are going to give to the output. Okay, just select this query and execute it. So here you can see total sal equals to null. Is it how it is possible total sal equals to null? Because we have seen in the salary attribute all employees getting salary, but few employees are there who are not getting commission. So in that case salary, total salary should not be the null. But why this is happening? Because we know that any value added to null, it becomes a null. So how to handle this? In order to handle this, what you have to do, we have to make use of NVL function. So what NVL function will do, it will replace the null value by specific value. In this case null means what? 0. We need to add 0 in that case. So how can I do this? By using NVL. So how can I write a query? Select sal plus NVL in bracket commission comma 0. That means wherever you will find the value of commission as a null, you have to replace it with 0. So now I will execute this query and let's check what output I will get. Now see here, every employee getting salary, every employee's total salary is being displayed. Why is it so? Because in this case we replace the null value with 0, and 0, if 0 is added to any value, that is nothing but that value itself. So first employee whose total salary is 800, that means in that case 800 plus 0, that is equals to 800. So that is the use of NVL function. Now we will consider our case of aggregate function with respect to average function. Because we are discussing this point, all aggregate function will ignore the null value specially related to average function. So what we have seen, suppose I execute select average of commission from employee, it give me an output 550. Now what is another way, select average NVL commission comma 0 from employee, and suppose I execute this query, I'll get output as a 157. Now question is, which one is correct? This one is correct or this one is correct? So suppose you need to consider average commission. Average is nothing but a average of all employees. So how many total employees are there? 14 employees. Suppose you need to take an average of all 14 employees and you need to consider there, then this way of writing this query is correct. That means answer is 158, though sorry 157, because I want to know what is the average given. Okay, means suppose particular employee is getting 0 commission, null commission, I don't care, but I want average. So this one is a correct query. But suppose if you run like this, select average of commission from employee, it will take only the average of those value where commission value is not null. So we have seen in employee table, in only 3 rows or only 3 employees, only 3 employees are getting commission and rest of the employee is not getting a commission. Okay, rest of the employee is not getting commission. So I will just execute this again. So I got output at 157. So 157 is a correct output, and the 550 that we got is a wrong output, because in that case it consider only 3 employees, but in this case it will consider all 14 employees. So in this way we can say that aggregate function will ignore the null value. So handling of null value is very important thing. Now next we'll discuss about group by clause. Okay, so first queries, I want to get department number along with their average salary. So in employee table, how many department numbers are there? I think there are 4 department numbers are there. Department number 10, 20, 30, 40. So here what is my expectation? I want to display department number along with what is the average salary given by each department. That means I need to group all the employee who belongs to department number 10. That means I need to form total 4 groups. In one group, department number 10, second group department number 20, third group department number 30, and fourth group is department number 40. So this is a way. So how can I write a query? One thing that come to my mind is that select department number comma average of sal from employee. So just execute this query, whether it give me an output or not. So what is the error? Not a single group function. This error occurs because here average sal is a group expression and department number is a non-group expression. That's why this thing will not work. So how to make this department number as a group expression? Simply by adding group by with respect to what attribute? Department number. Now you just execute this query. Now it display me the average salary for each department. So 10, 20, 30. So here you can see for department number 30, 1556 is the average, for 10, 2916, for 20 it is 2175. So this is how group by clause work. Group by clause is used to group the number of rows based on some parameter. Okay, so here we'll group all the row based on department number. So group by clause is again important clause in SQL. Now next clause that we have seen is a having clause. Now when we should use having clause? If you remember, I told you about when to use where clause and when to use having clause. Suppose I have a condition. Okay, suppose I have condition where aggregate function is not used, then at that time I am going to use where clause. But suppose I have condition with aggregate function, then at that time I have to use having clause. Okay, Now suppose here, okay, what we'll do, okay, so, simply I'll write a simple query. Select average of sal, select average of sal from employee where job equals to, in single quote I need to write in capital because data present in table is case sensitive. SQL is not case sensitive, but data present in table is case sensitive. I want to get average salary of all clerks present in employee table. So I can write simple query. Select average of sal from employee where job equals to clerk. So it give me the value 1037. This is the average of a salary of all employee who are clerk. That means here I specify condition job equals to clerk. But suppose I need to specify this one previous query with which we have discussed. I want to display department number along with the average salary. Now one more thing that I am going to add, I want to display the department number and their average salary whose average salary is greater than 2000. So in this case, what is my condition? I want to get such a department number and their average salary whose average salary is greater than 2000. So what my condition is, where average salary is greater than 2000. So let's see whether this query will work or not. So it gives a error, SQL command not properly entered. Why is it so? Because I told you that whenever you need to specify a condition and that condition make use of a aggregate function, so at that time you are not going to use where clause, but instead of using where clause you have to use having clause. Now only one change I will make over here, instead of where I will specify having. And now let's see whether it will work or not, whether I should get a department number whose average salary is greater than 2000. So yes, I got this department number 10 whose average salary is greater than 2000, 2916, and department number 20, 2175. So in this way having clause is used. So you are going to use where clause when it to specify plain condition, but when in your condition you are using aggregate functions, you always need to use having clause. So I hope you understand demonstration of aggregate functions, null values, group by clause and having clause. So here we'll stop. In next lecture we'll discuss more topics. Thank you.